What is Animal Well? Animal Well is a dense, interconnected labyrinth where players will collect items to manipulate the environment in surprising and meaningful ways, while encountering beautiful and unsettling creatures and attempting to survive what lurks in the dark of this puzzle box world. More importantly, if you enjoy secrets in games, Animal Well is your new obsession. It is mine, and it hasn't even gotten a release date yet. That feeling of discovering a secret after exploring off the beaten path is my primary drive in games, and it's especially gratifying when my curiosity is rewarded in entirely unexpected ways. And if the past 7 months are anything to go by, Animal Well will deliver this in truly satisfying spades. That's because over these last 7 months, the developer has built a tight-knit community of secret hunters through a series of very interesting alternate reality games. The game itself promises to be filled to the brim with multiple layers of secrets. In the developer Billy Basso's own words,
designing Animal Well is a layered experience. So what that means is the base layer is something the average person can play through and enjoy to completion. But then there's a second layer, which for most games you would consider this part like 100%ing the game. There are lots of hidden items in nooks and crannies throughout the world. They're not obvious, and you might need some help to find these. The third layer has puzzles that don't really present themselves as puzzles. They might go unnoticed for years, potentially, or they might require some community collaboration to solve. Also, there's a puzzle in this video that may require some community collaboration to understand. But the first 10 people to figure it out will get a free copy of the game at launch.
And that was the start of the series of ARGs that pulled myself and so many others into the strange and exciting world of this game. That first puzzle had us accessing a secret page on the game's website before solving a Visionaire cipher using a key found in the video, but the puzzles have gotten more complex from there. And there's every indication that the final layer of secrets in the game might be composed of puzzles such as this. That gets me excited because I love this stuff. And if you are also a fan of sometimes very obscure puzzles, then you owe it to yourselves to add this to your Steam and/or PS5 wish lists ASAP. So far, there have been 7 total ARG puzzles, pretty much one a month, requiring us to do things such as solving ciphers, plotting points in a Picross in order to construct a QR code leading to another puzzle requiring us to figure out the chord progression of Pachelbel's canon, manipulating images to find hidden messages, and decoding an image encoded with LSB steganography. All of this led to the most recent and largest of the ARG puzzles, culminating in a very big announcement, which I'll now give you an in-depth breakdown of so that you can have a good idea about what to maybe expect from any ARGs that follow after the game ultimately releases. It all started with this blog post by the developer outlining their rules moving forward with any and all ARGs. There were a couple big clues in this post itself, but nobody really understood what they meant until later, unfortunately. Those of us who were on the game's mailing list soon received an email containing just this image, which drove us absolutely crazy for days theorizing about what it could mean, until Discord user Dark Naughty pointed out a new page on the website, accessed by actually understanding the hints in the blog post. The GIF at the bottom of the post was named animalwell.net/, implying that we might have to access a hidden page on the website. And a little bit earlier in this post is this curiousness. Some of the community thought it might just be a typo, but not Dark Naughty. The factorial value of 14 is this number right here, and adding that number after animalwell.net/ allowed us to access the secret gallery, filled with previously unseen GIFs of the game. Scrolling all the way to the bottom of this page and then double-clicking on this creepy cute bunny picture revealed a scrambled image with 8 text fields above it. At the same time as that discovery, it was found that each GIF had a letter hidden within it, and combining all those letters together resulted in the word Kingbird. Entering that into the fields successfully unscrambles the image. Curiously, there are 2 slightly different versions of the image depending on if capitals or lowercase characters are input, but nothing ever came of this. However, we now had our second piece of the puzzle. The next was discovered after this post was made on the new Animal Well Mastodon account, Feeling Pensive, Reflection. Proceeding to animalwell.net/reflection presented us with this image. which could be clicked to download a very interesting file. Not only was the entire file name in reverse, but the contents of the file itself were also reversed. Yeah. Successfully fixing this gave us milkfish.exe, which, when run, gave us an actual playable room of the game for the first time, albeit a room with not much to do. However, it contained not only the next clue, but for the first time, we could immerse ourselves in the atmosphere of the game, the sounds, these amazingly animated vines. I, for one, sat in here for hours to see if anything happened. Alas, nothing did, although it did provide some nice background ambience while I worked on this video. Then something truly exciting happened. An Animal Well Discord server invite was scheduled, which coincided with a big announcement.
And now, I think we're finally ready to make our first announcement. Hell yeah! We're publishing Animal Well, baby!
The Videogamedunkey put out his Best of 2022 video, in which he announced Animal Well was to be his publishing company BigMode's first published game, which is extremely exciting news for a little indie game about secrets.
Look at this chinchilla. I love this guy.
Other than this huge news, and the fact it's a great video just like everything else Dunkey makes, his video also contains part of the final ARG hint. But we were still missing the bunny. So we then checked BigMode's website, which then had a new Animal Well page. After scrolling down to the bottom of this page, we found a simple little puzzle that was easy to brute force. Doing so revealed at last the bunny and the final number. We were finally ready to solve the blackboard puzzle, which ultimately resulted in the binary for ARG.mx, another website. Being one of the first 10 to visit this site and fill out the form rewarded the puzzle solver with a name of their choice in the game's credits, a copy of the game at launch, and if a physical address was given, a small gift in the mail. An envelope containing these awesome Animal Well stickers. I'm a big fan of this art style. It kind of reminds me of a dark and creepy children's book. Very cool. And I hope that piqued your interest a little bit. As a lover of all things secret and cryptic, I am addicted to this game, and I haven't even played it yet. I consider this game to be, by far, my most anticipated game of 2023. A game full of mystery, secrets, fantastic pixel art, being published by Dunkey, by a friendly and talented dev, which may or may not, probably will, be surrounded by even more crazy ARG stuff once it releases. You can expect to most likely see a lot of videos about this game on this channel, again, once it releases. I mean, this video might actually be the first video I've ever made in 8 years of making videos on YouTube about a game that's not even out yet, that I haven't even played yet. That's how hyped I am about it. Because everything so far surrounding it, all of the ARG puzzles have been amazing and a lot of fun. And I am definitely on board for that. File this one under yes. And like I said, there have been 7 main ARG puzzles stretching back for the last 7 months, and I only went into depth on the last one. So if you are interested in maybe seeing videos of me breaking down the previous ARG puzzles, let me know down below in the comments, and I will do that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and there's a little hint for my own ARG in this video. See you next time.
Right.